Radio Icengelo, so that we may be one through the cross. We now present community news. The headlines: Monitor CDF projects. Young Women Christian Association welcomes the launch of the National Juvenile Strategy. And enhanced transparency in identifying empowerment fund beneficiaries. Kindly be informed that we're also streaming live on our Facebook page. And now community news in detail with me, Clara Chisenga. Kakoso Ward Councillor in Chilabumbwe, Justin Mubanga has implored residents to closely monitor the utilization of constituency development funds, CDF, in the locality. Speaking during a community meeting in Chilabumbwe, Councillor Malua said monitoring the utilization of the said funds will enhance transparency and accountability. He also urged the residents of Kakoso Ward to continue submitting proposals for the projects they wish to be undertaken through the ward development committees.
Government now we say to the decentralization government. WTC. We come a meeting like this. Amano. So if you believe you want some proposals, that's your bomba. To get some of the training and then go to Pakumbi. You can be told that you are bomba.
And Kakoso residents are present at the meeting, expressed optimism that the increase in CDF will help transform the ward.
Exercise for the first time, proposing for to appreciate putting passion for the people is able to articulate issues that is going to do for the world. So it's a good move. I'm a quality at comfort Nash Kuma, everything to Shre Wumba, to if it were about Salatualism, in the 1 kilometer.
In a related development, an organization championing the rights of differently abled persons called One Short Living Tool wants people living with disabilities to be involved in the implementation of a CDF project. Organization Executive Director Clara is concerned that differently abled persons might not be able to benefit from a CDF, as only a few have been engaged in CDF committees. Mr. Chisha stressed that involving persons with disabilities in such undertakings is one way of promoting their engagement in all levels of the governance system.
The Internet of Child Rights and Development joining the rest of the world in commemorating World Radio Day under the theme Radio and Trust. Over the years, communities and nations have used radio.
Sincere apologies for playing the wrong answer there. The Young Women Christian Association, YWCA, Copperbelt Regional Coordinator Sharon Mambo, has welcomed the launch of the National Juvenile Justice Strategy. Vice President Mutale Nalumango last week launched the National Juvenile Justice Strategy to run from 2022 to 2026 and seeks to promote rights and well-being of juveniles in the country. Speaking to Radio Icengelo News, Ms. Mambo is optimistic the document will bring about development in juvenile justice. And Ms. Mambo wants relevant authorities not to be condemning young people to death when they come into conflict with the law.
Like be condemned to death or condemned to an extent where even the little protections that are in their money are stored because they have to be in jail for a long period of time. So I think this strategy is trying to address that issue where most of our civil society we've been advocating to say a young person, yes, they can err, but we need to give them a second chance so that they can also have a future. getting justice for 2 years, 3 years. That was really frustrating and also impacting negatively on life.
The politician of Chilabombe, Abraham Simpamba, scored for transparency in identifying Youth Empowerment Fund beneficiaries. Mr. Simpamba told Radio Icengelo News in Chilabombe that this is cardinal in ensuring that deserving youth access the resources. He charged that empowerment funds should not only benefit young people inclined to the ruling party, but all Zambians.
Clara emisebo kimoshimo ino bazalo ishakona for empowerment yabayouth leto turefe nko mishavu chimbini let's be transparent mukuphela ama-youth empowerment funds letisasana incline kuchikwaniso cha UPND because it's not only UPND yavote so vengi va equity and transparency also even ama-projects yarambo kuchika at least ya CDF committee bafire bamuno kweba dekata each and everyone as long as nakwanisha ama-qualification yakawati yabo the project.
Community news comes to you in the community service of Radio Icengelo with the compliments of Indo-Zambia Bank. The media network on child rights and development of radio continues to be a reliable source of information, entertainment, and education among citizens. Organization Chief Executive Officer Henry Kawe says this is why radio continues to transform people's lives in many parts of the world. Mr. Kawe added that radio can be a reliable source of credible information even in the wake of fake news. His comment follows the World Radio Day observed on February 13 annually, and this year the event was held under the theme Radio and Trust.
Radio has transformed people's lives and welfare in many parts of the world. Having programs that empower communities has culminated in empowered people against vices such as diseases and abuses, then new methods of enterprise and farming, understanding the importance of education and health, and most importantly, holding leaders accountable through the electoral process and the live voting shows. The need to emphasize radio for education has become more important in the era of COVID-19 to disseminate information that can help keep the measures learned through radio and address various forms of abuse. As the world grapples with fake news, radio can be a reliable source of credible information. The power of radio has not been stifled by emerging media as the most accessed form of media.
To end our community news, a reminder of the stories that made headlines. Monitor CDF projects. Young Women Christian Association welcomes the launch of the National Juvenile Justice Strategy. And enhance transparency in identifying empowerment funds beneficiaries. There we end our community news. Good morning.